Hello you beautiful people. Right, gonna have a little bash on Grand Tourismo. This little menu book, or whatever they're called now, I don't remember. Not gonna do itself. So, this is the Neo Classic competition on Red Bull Ring. I'm in the Rothmans Porsche, or Racer Porsche as they called it, so you can't have cigarette advertising anymore. Oh, okay, it doesn't remember buttons. There we are. Oh, he doesn't remember how to drive at all. Oh my days. Great power, great responsibility. I need to be a little bit more controlled in my driving. Now, I don't know how this is coming across, because I feel like I'm talking a lot quieter than this car. A little adjustment of the volumes after I've had a warm up on this. I know compression on the outside, but it'll be rude, especially when I've got the power to do that. Really is, it handles really well. Carrying speed through the corners, cheeky move, but I don't think I actually made contact there. She dropped it. Oh, that's a bit too late on the braking, I think. No. Made it. Probably could have gone for first, but quite frankly, a very short gear, and oh dear, and can cause spin outs. As you would have seen on the first lap, that, even though if I remember rightly, that was second that did it, so you can imagine what first was like. Oh, a little bit of understeer. Paid the price. Carry the speed range, actually on the accelerator, and then boot it out. I was probably a bit late on the acceleration out there actually. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you can hear me. I mean, I'm just warming up at the moment, so once I feel that I've got a good pace on, I'm going to adjust the volume. But yeah, I'm going around the Red Bull Ring in a Rothmans Porsche. I think the livery says Racing Porsche. But looking at the cars ahead of me, you may think, oh, I'm a little bit OP, but no, the cars at the front are in a similar group to this. This is the Neo Classics that I'm doing. So anything earlier than 2000. I originally tried this menu book with a Porsche RS 4, I think. I'm not good enough at tuning and stuff like that to get it up to spec. Oh, I think my... Oh. Okay, not quite warmed up yet. So I'm driving this with just the PS5 controller. I'm using the analog sticks for the acceleration and steer and the braking and all that. Which, yes, I don't get the haptic feedback, or the basically the weighted triggers. But I feel we can have more control with this. You just can't do heel and toe, that's all. Get that move done. Not an impressive move, I am seriously overpowered for that car. Get that apex. Yes, more of that. I'm starting to get my bearings again. He says short shifting. What a fool. I really should learn the sound of this car a little bit more. Oh jeez, what was that? Braked way too much. You have to go down at first, you're going too slow. Yeah, I feel like I could probably can carry a lot more speed into this. I mean, you get a little bit of understeer with this car, but it's minimal. You have to be really pushing it. Dab on the brakes can generally solve that as well. Oh, Mercedes CLK. Beautiful car. I'm not a Mercedes fan, but I think this one absolute beast of a vehicle. I also like their SLKs and SLs as well. But the 70s, 80s models. Oh, that was shockingly bad. Just done a little glance at my tyres. Wasn't that? That was pure driver error. I mean, I was trying to not lock up the wheels so I didn't ruin the tyres. I was a little bit early on the acceleration then, hence going wide. I mean, I'm not a hardcore racer or anything like that. I generally play, well, I just play whatever I fancy on here. And my idea is that I spend a lot of time gaming because I'm one of those guys. But might as well allow other people to join me, chat if they want, and they can see these things for themselves, see if it's something they want to buy, ask them questions about it, you know, or just something to have on in the background while you're eating your dinner. I would reassure you that at some point I do shut up, but no. Maybe if I'm concentrating quite a lot on Division 2, I do go quiet. Because I am concentrating on what I'm doing, but it's quite far and few between those moments. Especially when I'm gaming locally, I have a tendency to just, well, I mean, by that point I've had so much chocolate, I'm ridiculously hyper, but I do tend to chat rubbish with him. Okay, so, rain, I'm on racing softs, so I think I'd better get used to braking quite a bit earlier, not carry so much speed through. There's a little patch there, but I'm going to eventually, oh, raggedy edge, check the weather map, but this is not the section to be using the D-pad. Although I'm starting to think that this is truly a weather front moving in, and I don't need to check. I can just assume that I have to be a little bit careful from now on, especially judging at Gallo got over there. He had a bit of an issue. I mean, there's not much standing water, so I'm not quite ready for intermediates. Although his little wiggle there makes me think, maybe I should. That helps me catch up. Beauty of using the analog sticks is you can really feather the throttle. I knew he was gonna do that. Oh, understeer. Oh, hello. That was a lot closer than I expected. At least contact wasn't made. I mean, I know it's an NPC, but I don't like putting other cars. I certainly don't like ruining their laps. I feel that it's good practice to get into for when I eventually race humans. I mean, it's probably the wrong way of doing it, but I tend to, well, I want to. Oh, can I get in? No, I'd get a penalty if I went in there. I want to complete this gun and then go into the racing. Wow, that left pit attempt really ruined. Well, it allowed him to pull away from me, is what I'm trying to say. I did have to concentrate that corner, so I'm sorry for the lack of words. But, yeah, I'm on slicks. That's a see. But, yeah, that was one of those rare occasions where I was really focused. I normally break around the 100-metre marker, or foot, or whatever the measurement is. But, just been a little bit more cautious. I mean, I definitely have to go in on this lap. I'm surprised I've got this far, actually. Actually, let's try it. Let's see if I can make the next 3 laps with this. So, a no-hit strategy. Yeah, the switch screen going. Rein them in, and then I'm going to do the chicken thing of braking way early. That was your fatal mistake, sir. Lap 16. Close. Oh, no, didn't mean to be that close. Sorry. Terribly sorry. Really didn't intend to do that. I didn't realise my car was that wide. So this is looking remarkably dry. Oh, not that dry. Actually, no, that was probably my tyres more than anything else. A little bit of fuel saving, I think, is needed, because I haven't got a clue how many laps I've got left in the tank. Got 1.2 laps, I can do this. If I hadn't done the wrong line to that corner. Oh, of course it's going to rain now. Oh, that's just evil. Oh well. those are them brakes. And fourth place, considering I went off pretty much on the second corner, is on the first lap. It's pretty good going. I'm rather happy with that. No one behind me, so it doesn't matter that I'm nursing it around. I know I'm carefully set for fourth place, so there's no way I'm going to catch anyone. I mean, that isn't a contender, that's someone I'd like to lap if I catch up with them. Oh, bit early. Yeah, that's the Audi Quattro, I think. Yeah, it is. Really bad choice of car for this, or this type of racing. Yeah, that's half a lap practically. I can do this. Oh my days. So it is possible to do it on one without hitting at all. Right. One thing I would like to do is adjust the settings, because I think I'm quiet in comparison to the music and so on. Get a bit of money there. Roulette. Don't generally bother, because it always gives you the lowest denomination. Right, let's adjust this volume. Sound volumes. Here we are. Enhanced sound. Decent. I don't know what race BGM is. Balance background music. No. So I'm going to stick with enhanced sound. Mainly doesn't need to be that loud, even though I do always appreciate classical music. Don't really care about clicks. Play race BGM. Yes. Race BGM. A little bit of background sound effects. Let's turn that down a bit. Replay BGM. Viewers, or viewer, I don't know how many are there because I don't keep an eye on these things. But what do you think? Replay background music? Hey, thanks for joining. Right, I am just setting up the audio because I feel like I'm a little bit on the quiet side in comparison to the actual sounds. So if you leave straight away, completely understand. It's terribly unprofessional of me, so I do apologise for that. Player engine noise. Ah, yes, Santa, how are we doing, sir? So you were saying we do want replay background music. Okay. It's only going on 2. So, player engine noise, that's all fine. Ooh, what's broadcast mode? Well, it just seemed to be a little bit more on the dynamic sound. Right, let's redo this. So, Bella, I'm in the Rothmans Porsche, which you're too young to know, but it's an 80s classic. Absolute beast of a car. That with the John Player specials. So I'm on the Redwood track. I was doing a warm-up just a few moments ago. I discovered I can do this entire thing without pitting, which is always a win. I am far more powerful than these back markers, so that's why I am passing them so easily. I am not that skilled a driver. The people at the front that are in similar cars, which is why I forked out, I think, $2 million for this thing. But it is an iconic car, so I don't complain about the price. Oh, a bit of understeer. Yes, the drivers should normally wait till the end of the race before making excuses for their poor performance. because quite frankly, this car handles beautifully. Nope. There's a 50-50 guess whether to drop down or not. Going slightly wide, which I don't like, because that means I can't go on the power as early. But still, we're getting there. Now into 12th place. I mean, these guys still aren't at the same level. And there's a beautiful McLaren F1 at the front. Okay, I rode him up, pushed him off the track a bit, but there was no contact made, so I don't feel so bad about it. Yellow flag. Jeez. Oh! Come on now. I know there's no overtaking, it doesn't mean you have to stop. Green flag. Game on! Okay. As I was saying before I was really interrupted, a beautiful McLaren F1. There's one of two in this lineup. If any of you guys have £1 million laying around, and hey, thanks for joining, and maybe want to give me a lovely Christmas present, I've always wanted one of those things. Or maybe a year's insurance as well. I don't think I'm that rich yet. So for those who have joined, thank you for a start. Absolutely awesome to have you here. I'd love to say that I've got an amazing gaming rig and I've got like Fanatec DD Pro and the whole sassy, but no, I am just sitting here with the PS5 controller and I'm using the analog sticks for the controls and then just the triggers for gears. Turned all of the assists off. Not that this car had any, thinking about it. I don't even think it had power steering. But yeah, either way, I've turned all the assists off. You can see the traction control is off. Hence our little tail whipping out of that after that corner. I do that, the traction control, because it does slow you down a little bit. The rest, because, well, I feel that racing simulators, you should really do as much of it yourself. If you're braking too hard, you're scrubbing your tyres, and I know ABS can help with that, but it just allows you to maintain bad habits. And saying it out loud makes me realise how much of a snob I am. I'm not a purist in any sense. I'm certainly not a racing driver. I used to get go-karting a few times, but, you know, that's not competitions, that's just mucking around. Out of my way. Thank you, sir. Oh, you tapped the back end. Cheeky. I don't know, Mercedes drivers, they think they own the road. It's why they don't indicate, you know. Now you may notice that things are starting to get a little bit dark. Now if it's anything like the last race, which I'm pretty sure it will be, we're going to have a bit of rain. And slick tyres, it does make it a bit interesting. So I've got to be a little bit more aggressive here to try and... Okay, that was really bad. Make some progress before it gets really wet. I never expected to hear the can-can going on in the background. That's something new. Here's the second F1 I was telling you about, who took a far better line than me. Oh, and then caused me a... Well, I shouldn't have followed him. I should have done it by sixth sense. Or the force, as most of us know it by. By the way, I followed him on a bad line. And now I broke way too late. So I'm late on the power again. After watching Super GT on on YouTube, I have noticed that he is very, very consistent. So that's what I need to focus on and not places. And I don't think I've got the skill or the knowledge on this track to be more aggressive than I was. So I'm just going to chicken out on the corners. I mean, I'm braking early because I don't want to scrub the tyres too much. I'm going to try and keep as much grip as possible till the very end because I like this no pit strategy. Oh. That was some shockingly bad driving those last corners. That felt better. Oh. And this is a very common thing I find in driving. You finally nail that one corner and you come on to the next one, which you know pretty well. But you don't know it at that speed. So, yeah, it causes you to make mistakes. And I just scrubbed the tyres then. I don't know if you heard it. That little screech. The short shift didn't help me, but oh, I'm scared of first gear. I am not too much of a man to admit that one. You get on the accelerator too hard, it will send your back end round. Okay, let's see if I, no, I was going to say, let's see if I can do better on these corners. Nope. So the idea is to accelerate quite early on the exit on it, and it lines you up quite nicely here. Allow the speed through. I mean, really, it's trying to find a smooth rhythm. Don't worry about the other cars and your position to them. Just cruise it round. Enjoy the feel and weight of the car. And just do the best you can. And then the positions will sort themselves out. And granted, I'm playing against AI. It's not like I'm playing against people who make far more mistakes and are easily intimidated by a Group 1 car hooning up behind them. I'm pretty sure I've seen this car in a... No, I haven't actually. I've seen it in a Group 1. I was going to say I thought I saw it in a Group 3, but I haven't. Okay, you take that line then, mate. I'll have this one. Oh! He's got the inside. I'm going to let him have it. I'm going to try and do the old switcheroo though, so go deep. Crazy. No, I can't do it. I was going to go deep and then cut in into the inside, but that just wasn't meant to be. So maintaining half throttle. A little bit early on the acceleration there. But it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you're learning, then it's still worthwhile. We find the pits in a difficult location on this track. They're just past them on the right. Oh god, he's keeping pace. Oh, wrong button. Ah. That felt good. And yeah, it was smooth. I managed to pull away from him slightly. There's no guarantee that I'll maintain that. It's that corner I need to learn now. Oh! Yeah, that's me just demonstrating that I need to learn that one. That wasn't a genuine mistake. Hey, thanks for watching. Just done a race on the Red Bull in a... Oh my days! How we doing, Vampy? Haha! You doing alright, my lady? I'm just switching it up and having a little race. I'm going to make my excuses now. This is truly a warm-up. I haven't played this game. Yeah, I'm keeping well, thank you. I was not prepared for 6 o'clock in the morning for work, but I managed to get through. God bless coffee. And yeah, keeping well. Just having a little blast. Yay. How about you? I suppose your day's not long started. You're about halfway through, maybe? Yeah, I tried checking out your stream, but unfortunately our time zones make it very difficult. I mean, it's nothing personal, I just don't think I could stay up till 4 in the morning. But I can watch the recordings, and I'm happy with that. I've forgotten the name of the game, but I did enjoy watching it.
It's all good.
Hehe. Hey, thanks for joining. Tuning around this little track. I would say I'm racing, but I have not been doing well. I mean, yeah, I'm passing people and I'm lapping people, but it's the people at the front that are the challenge. Now, looking at it, I'm going to have to adjust my fuel settings. It's not the sort of thing you want to be doing on a corner. But I'm going for a no pit strategy. And I'm sure there's a joke in there about this being November.
This looks fun.
It really is. I mean, it's a proper simulator, but it's... Oh, sorry. Words and concentration. Hang on. It is just a really well-balanced simulator. It's not overly difficult. It's got tracks you recognise. I mean, I'm in a car that I loved as a child. It was driven by a British driver called Derek Bell, who was a lovely bloke. Oh, there's another one. Perfectly modelled by M. Hizal. There we are. Flashback to the 80s. Hey, thanks for joining. But, oh, he can't handle it too well. So yeah, it's a bit of a nostalgia one. I mean, I was, you know, don't you think I mentioned, I was a very young child. You know, that age where you're still cute enough that even racing drivers will still give you a autograph, even though it's probably your 5th or 6th one. But yeah, I always remember Derek Bell being an absolutely amazing guy. I've just had a crazy idea. It will take an awful lot of practice. But he did a video of him taking this car around Nordschleife. And I think that is a future video to be had. Most people know it's the Nürburgring. But I think Nürburgring is actually the inner track. So the Grand Prix track. Not the old one that's ridiculously dangerous, but now is open for track days if anyone finds themselves in Germany and has a car they've always wanted to see what it can actually do. I warn you guys now, I don't like moving past the track until I've got gold, so I'm going to do this again. and then maybe leave it for a replay, because really I should start considering making food. So put food on, come on, and then one ear off on the old headphones, so that, oh, did I get third? Decent. So that I can listen out to the oven. Right. But that is not that time. Let's do this. Okay, weather gods, be kind, no rain. Let's see if I can do better than third. No traction to fall off. Keep it on now. Just for those last 2 laps or so. Gonna regret going into first? No? That is good. Yeah, I've been watching quite a lot of Super GT and other drivers on, like proper drivers on YouTube, so I'm starting to get a few little tips and tricks to improve my driving, such as laying off the accelerator a little, the steering a little bit before going on the accelerator. If you're interested, there's a magazine type thing. It's an electronics, it's a part of the game called Beyond the Apex, and they'll explain all about tyre loads and stuff like that. General principle, if the momentum is pushing you forward and you're steering hard left or right, the forward momentum is going to win. Hence, understeer. It's a little late on the power then. But yeah, they've got loads of stuff in there. For this competition, I was originally in a Porsche RS4, and I was trying to tune it up to make it competitive. And yeah, it teaches.
Steering wheel.
No, I'm using a controller. But how I'm using it is I've got the analog sticks for accelerate, brake, and steering. And I use the triggers for the manual gears, and it's just very, gotta be careful here, no overtaking. And so I'm just being very gradual, but with the analog sticks I find it's easier with those to control the brake and acceleration, sorry. Yeah. Only problem with this setup, you can't do heel and toe. Which is something you do when you're braking, just to keep the revs up, to keep the power on. I sometimes do it in real life, but to be quite honest, you don't need to do that on the roads. Unless you're really in a hurry. Come on, fella. Speed it up. Yeah, I've been playing driving games since I was a child, but nowadays it's more because I'm not allowed to drive like this on the road. The police get really funny about it. So I am a bit of a speed freak. I definitely would class myself as a petrol head as well. I love cars, I just think they're beautiful. Incredibly fun as well. Doesn't really matter what car it is, I do enjoy driving it. I've had some pretty vroom vroom, that's it. Oh my days. I was actually thinking of you the other day with Vampy. Because I was telling you about a game called Res, and I was thinking, yeah, maybe I should wait till you come on and then stream. So I may do that. But as I said, with time differences, it may not be possible, and I'm kind of invested in this game at the moment. But what I'll do is I'll do it, and then I'll publish it so you can watch it later and get an idea of what that game's like.
I love going to car meets and meeting others explain their cars with me.
Oh, I bet. I had a lovely experience a few years ago where I was just visiting a friend, And he just asked me to drop by KFC just to get some food for us both. And because I'd already parked up at his house by the time I saw the message, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, but I'll go for a walk. And when I was walking past there, the entire estate, the industrial estate below him, was just full of street racers. It was amazing. It was like a car meet I just didn't expect. But it was like a proper car show. It was amazing, all sorts of cars. And there were a few Americans as well. There was a Ford F-150 pickup truck. I think there was a Camaro SS, but I couldn't tell you the year. But that was absolutely mental.
So cool.
I know. It properly made my day. Yeah, it's great fun going to a car show. It's even better to discover one. And yeah, there were just all sorts, like your Japanese and your European cars. There were some modified cars, there were some stocks, there were some resto mods. It was just really awesome. And I got all excited about a guy in a GT86 Aero. And then went over to talk to him, and he turned out, no, he was just a spectator. It was a standard car. But I still chatted to him for ages. And then eventually bought a GT86 myself. Not the Aero, just the standard. I'm not that rich. Oh, too much speed? No. He did though. You'd notice his back end go out. He caught it very well though. Okay, what lap we're on? 5. Don't have to worry about fuel just yet. Oh, can I pull this off? I've got to go wide so I don't knock into him, but I think I've got it. No, where is he? It's not. Okay. Answers on a postcard. Where do you think he went? I definitely didn't knock him. I mean, you guys are going to go and watch the replay anyway. But yeah, I haven't got a clue where he went. I love the little emoji there. It was magic. He teleported. I've discovered a cheetah. That's what it is. He goes around that bit and then teleports to the Hey, how are we doing, sir? Are you keeping well? Thank you for joining. We're just having a little play on Grand Tourismo 7. Really enjoyed your channel, man. And your YouTube as well. I watched quite a few of your videos.
Yeah, good, thank you. Hyphen, how about yourself?
Yeah, keeping well. Monday is out of the way. As I was saying earlier to Vampy on here, 6 o'clock in the morning when I wake up, that was not cool. But now that I've had sufficient amount of coffee, I am alive and well.
Much appreciated.
Ah, you're most welcome. Yeah, I hope one day to have a crafted channel like yourself, and you, Vampy, actually. I really like all the setup. But yeah, I think I need to, you know, if this picks up, because quite frankly I am, well, I like to call fiscally aware, but if this kicks off and people enjoy what I do, I may invest in a laptop and start doing stuff like that myself. It just looks cool. Well, I love your welcome banner, Kestrel, as I said to you at the time. I just thought that was a really nice touch. But for now, it's just me, my PS5, and headphones. Well, I think this is only my 2nd week. Maybe into the 3rd. I'm not sure now. So it's a bit early to be considering getting all the gear. Oh, I'm starting to get the grips of this car now on this track. Actually, Kestrel, I think you'll appreciate this. Do you recognise this car?
Yeah, I did it in stages.
Ah, yeah, it's the best way of doing it. Okay, I'm not brave enough to do that this corner in that view. Oh! First gear is brutal. But yeah, see if you recognise this Porsche. And that's the best clue I'm going to give you. Hey, thanks for joining. You'll see it in the replay. Now, because of advertising regulations, it's not exactly how you may have remembered it from the 80s. But if I'm right, I should be coming up to another car of the same livery. So you may get to see it. Actually, then he looks at the track map and realises he's nowhere near any of them. Oh, bit too hot in there. I don't think my tyres are doing too well. I've been trying to go for a no-pit strategy on this, and I've succeeded the last 2 times. Oh, who have I got to give way to? Oh, it's probably someone coming out of the pit. No, it was him getting the warning. Now I think no, I'm not going to make an excuse.
Video in our Discord about all the cars Colin McRae used.
Oh my days, that Subaru, but I'll have to see if I can find it. You'll have to put it on YouTube actually. I think that's something loads of people would be interested in. I know, Discord's chat, isn't it? Yeah. As we were saying on your stream, Colin McRae Rally, brilliant game. I mean, hey, thanks for joining. I did enjoy the Dirt series. Oh, good man, thank you. I did enjoy Dirt, but I found that was brutally difficult. It really was. So, are you still on... Sorry, concentrating then. Words failed me. Are you still on Circuit Superstars, or are you also going on Assetto as well? You're trying to balance the two. Which I'd imagine would be very difficult, actually. With 2 very different headspaces, even though they're both simulators. Oh, come on, feather the accelerator, that's it. So, fairly worn slick tyres, bit of rain. How do we think this is going to go? I mean, I am now entering the driving Miss Daisy mode. I'm going to have to adjust the fuel mixture because basically, oh jeez, come on, stay on track. I've only got a lap and a half to go. That's a back marker in front, so nothing to get excited about. But someone just gone into the pits, and that was 2nd place. 3rd place is, I suppose, my teammate, because he's in the same car as me. Oh, a little bit wide. Is it going dry? That's kind of a nice sunrise bit going on there. Okay, there's still a lot of water on the track. So I am still 3rd. So unfortunately, I don't get to show you my teammate. Well, I say unfortunately, I am ahead of him, and that's always a good thing. But there is the Silk Cut Jaguar. So another geek out moment for me. Hey, thanks for joining. This is me trying to make it round Red Bull Ring in a Rothmans Porsche without making any stops. And I have very little traction. And that little dot in the foreground is a Silk Cut Jaguar. Which with these tyres I haven't got a chance of catching. So I'd love to show that off to you, but I'm about to do a replay so I can put the oven on. So you will get to see it. Hey! Okay, there we are. Now that's a blast from the past. Yeah, they're two iconic cars from my childhood, there and then. Okay, let's just get past this bit. And I will be back.
Nice livery.
Yeah. I mean, these are cars you buy, you don't put, you know, we haven't done it ourselves. And this is just the campaign. I'm not racing against people, but yeah. You missed it, Kestrel. I was blubbering on about Derek Bell and how, what a lovely guy he was. And then I decided what I want to do with this game is take that car and take it around the Nürburgring. So Nordschleife, like Derek Bell did in one of his videos. Just relive the dream, but I need to get a lot of practice in before doing that. But anyway, I'm going to leave you guys for a little while for the replay. If you don't stick along, it's absolutely fine. Oh, you good man. Thank you. I'll check that out. Right, I'm just going to go mute for a bit. I'll be back in a moment. While the oven's preheating. What would you guys prefer? Do you want me to have another quick blast at this and potentially pause part way through, or are you quite happy watching the replay? Of me passing one of the few attractive Mercedes cars, in my humble opinion.
Happy doing them, mate.
Nice one, mate. Okay, I think I feel the need for speed. Another black. Gonna pop the headband up just in case. Less immersive, but also allows me to not set my place on fire. Got to turn traction control off then. There we are. That's the power I was expecting. It just seems unfair putting these cars in the mix. I haven't got a chance, especially this poor little guy in the hill climb Audi A4. Well, Audi Quattro, I think it is. So you watch him on the corner, he's got to slam on the brakes, which dips his back end up. See what I mean? Just unfortunate. These are two Skylines, I think, but two different models of. Either that or just two different body kits, I'm not quite sure. Oh, I know they're just NPCs, but I hate crashing into people. I don't like messing up their race. And I think it's just good practice for when I play against humans. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my days. That corner. Thank God. Right. I'm not going to make any excuses. That was purely me running out of skill. This is normally the one that gives me trouble. Quite often I shed too much speed, have to go into it first, and then it causes the back end to try and pass me. But as you saw on that last corner, I did that in second. I didn't think I slammed on that much power. I was about to complain about him knocking the back of my car then, but that was a cheeky little move. A little bit too aggressive coming in on the inside. Let's get this job done. There we are. Let's drop a gear on this one actually, just experiment. Not quite deja vu, but this is the place I passed in before. But trying under braking early in the corner and just managed to keep in the track limits. Oh my days. Cheeky little move and a little bit Butch Quentin, but we got it done. Let's just pop. Oh, did not shed enough. Okay, very gradual. I don't think I deserved that. Okay, he's coming in this way. I see what you're doing. You fancy McLaren F1. See, I'm a little bit tentative now. That little slide has made me a bit weary. I need to roll up my sleeves and get on it. This one I haven't quite mastered either. Because part of me thinks 100 yard or whatever denominator it is board is the perfect one for this, because this car can brake, but I don't want to scrub the tyres. So I'm going for a slightly more gradual approach on the braking. This one, the 100. And then steering correctly before you can see it. And yeah, that was me describing how not to do this. Oh, don't want to tap you. But you're not making it easy for me. I don't think I can get that overtake done. But I'm carrying a lot of speed out. more of that. He's still beside me. I think he's going to... Oh no, is he dipping behind? Yes. I was going to say, I didn't want to really give him any space on this corner on the inside, but if he'd maintained his position beside me, I would have had to. I mean, there's no penalties for going off at that point. I think the developers knew that this is always going to be a challenging corner. And quite frankly, you're making your lap longer, not shorter on that bit. But even so, it's something I didn't want to do. Probably didn't want to drop to second either. Another McLaren F1. And here's my brake marker. Oh. Kept the wheels on. No penalty. Nope. Oh, is he going to try it? Oh my days. No. That corner did feel good. I think I had the right speed and the right entry on that one. Slowly learning this. Hey, thanks for joining. How are we doing? As you're new or just joined me, I should give you a little warning. I am currently preheating my oven and I may have to disappear at some point during this race. And I shouldn't do. I think I'll get this done in time. And then that will allow me to leave you with a replay while I get everything sorted. There's those. I'm surprised he's in sixth. Oh, can I? Yes, I can. See, this guy, sixth I'd expect, but that dude, he's normally, well, up to second, sorry, position. For those who've just joined me, you get to see him slide out a little bit, but yeah, the reason I know these things is because I don't like moving past the lap and own a race until I've got gold on it. So this is the second time I have done this track. Hey, thanks for joining. How are we doing? I'm just having a spoon around at the moment. Slowly warming up into Grand Tourismo 7. And I am in a rotten Porsche, which is just a proper geek fest for me. And this is Red Bull Ring, which on a couple of times on this has introduced rain into the mix. And when you're driving in slicks and pretty much determined not to change your tyres or fuel, can make things a little bit hairy. That's some shocking. Oh, that's why I wasn't doing the gears. So that's a shocking corner. I apologise for all who have watched. Okay, and I got a penalty for it. I don't know, amateurs. Yeah, I'm playing this. Well, I'm streaming this because, quite frankly, it's not. I don't know how interesting it is to watch someone do the same track over and over again, but my idea behind streaming is just I play a lot of games. You know, most of my time is gaming. As a young'un, I thought, well, I could watch TV or I could interact with it. And now I thought I'd just share my evenings with you guys. You can see the games I play. And, you know, if you're thinking about buying it, give you an idea about them. You can ask me questions, a little bit of a chat. And I do play random games. I do play Division... Oh, jeez. Forgot about the penalty. I play the Division 2 mostly. With another streamer called Road Bully. Generally most evenings. Unless I fancy just playing something different. Been playing Ghost Runner. It's an absolutely insane game. It's like Mirror's Edge, but with a terrible attitude problem. But it's a very rewarding game to play when you get the lines right. Vampy, I don't know if you're still here, milady, but I was telling her about a game called Res, and I plan to play that. And I may continue to stream Stray as well. I mean, it's a difficult one to stream, simply because I don't want to do it too long and give away how to play it. I'd rather just sort of show what it's like. But while I've got people watching, if you've got a keyboard, let me know. As a viewer, would you mind watching someone play a game and getting spoilers from watching it? Could you actually enjoy watching someone play as a cat for a couple of hours? And I've also been thinking of Shadow Man as well. Now that one I don't mind streaming, simply because it's a very old game. If you know about it, you probably played it and already completed it. If you're interested about it, or just want it for a nostalgia fix, I'd be quite happy to play that, because, yeah, the controls have not aged well, let's just say. And they say it's remastered, but it's still clunky. Basically all they've done is improve the resolution a little bit. But it's still exactly the same game. Which for some will be perfect. For the retro gamers out there, but considering you can turn that game back to retro mode, I don't really see the validity of that argument. I'm gonna have to increase the leanness of the mix then. Cool. Yeah, I've got enough fuel for one more lap. I mean, it's not the best strategy, because so far, the best I've done is third. And I've done third consistently twice, but third seems to be my peak performance. And viewer, I think you joined after I said this, but I wouldn't say it's OCD, but I like to get gold on every single track, so I tend to do them over and over again. Right, could you give me a moment? Oh! Oh god. Should have paid attention to the tyres before taking that corner. But almost time. Got half a lap to go. This is a back marker, it's nothing exciting. I don't mind that he passed me. Braking a little bit early. Yeah, half a lap of fuel, that's fine. And what I'll do is I'll quickly get through the menu and then I will watch the replay. Well, leave you with the replay when I just sort it out. So I'll speak to you soon and enjoy.
some classic cars in this.
Right, you beautiful people. Thank you very much for your patience. Okay. So I'll give you the options. Do you want to continue watching the replay? Or would you prefer me to start racing? I'm going with no one's watching, so I'm just going to continue. Let's see if we can get first. That could have gone horribly wrong. First gear. I mean, if you're in a perfect straight line, first gear isn't an issue. Oh, jeez. Someone threw the anchors on. But yeah, if you've got a slight turn on it and you go full chat on the old first gear, you're going to be facing the wrong way very, very quickly. Oh, I can't do anything. This is not enough room to get round. It just pulled me into there a bit. So my aspirations for first place do not look that feasible right now. Carried a little bit too much speed into there, but I think I can still tune it out. No. I know they're NPCs, but I don't like hitting other drivers. I don't want to affect their race in a negative way, apart from passing them, of course, because that's also a negative way. Ooh, am I going to get a penalty for that? I do feel that I didn't have two wheels on the track then. I think the more observant of you may tell me differently. I hope so. Slipstreaming, not that I really need it, because this car is a lot more powerful than him. Am I going to get into the Yes. Ooh. No. You don't overtake under yellows. So I think ninth place is going to get a penalty. If they gave penalties to NPCs. Don't actually know if they will. He's gone through, so why can't I? Oh, mate. Force me to give you a tap. A little bit wide, but I think the tyres are still on there. And we made the move. Oh, he's a bit slow. So shedding a little bit more speed. Second gear. Going deep and make the move. Yes. trying not to scrub my tyres. I want to keep them as long as possible. So my idea is just don't pit. Make the full 10 laps. It's a fairly small track. Now the front runners tend to go in on the 9th lap, which I still think is rather strange, but I suppose their thinking is they've made enough of a lead to be able to get in and out before anyone else gets past the pit exit. Well, so much for going around the outside of him. Went around the outside of him. As they say, if first you don't succeed, try again. Oh, sorry. There was literally nowhere I could go though. But I still feel bad about that little tap. Yeah, he's behind me. Cool. Not the best corner I've taken, but even so, the move is done. As you can see, he's back there now. It's going to rain soon by the looks of the sky. Way too much speed into there. That's too slow, I think. I mean, anyone watching who, well, anyone watching, but anyone watching who actually knows this game, this track, who can give me pointers. My thinking is the 100-meter board, but then you risk locking up your brakes and scrubbing your tyres if you go too hard on the brakes. Fuel-wise, I will most likely have to go lean at some point, but I'm just trying to coast around corners, maintain as much speed as possible so I don't have to accelerate as much to get up to speed. Oh, yellow, so no overtaking. Got green, good to go. Game on. So 100 marker. Come on the brakes. And look, there's another one of me. So I'm very surprised to see this far back. What is going on with these two? Oh. I was on the power perfectly, he was a bit late on it. Switcheroo. I've got it. I am using 3D audio headphones, so that gave me the idea that I got it. Oh, I think I just pushed him off the track. Oh, he's returning the favour. Okay. Not the cleanest. But we both did our best to not impact each other. I think that went well. I mean, yes, there was contact between the two of us, but he only gave me a little tap, and I didn't actually touch him when he went off the track. I just couldn't give him any more space because momentum, really. But I must learn to do better because I don't want to do that against humans. I don't really want to do it against computers, to be quite honest. It's not good sportsmanship. These guys are going a bit sharpish. A bit late into that corner. But even so, I think I've made some progress on them. They may be pulling away, but I feel like I'm slightly closer. I mean, I can't see if I'm within slipstream range. I am. I've just had a look up. I think I am in slipstream range. Tyres are looking a little ropey, but they'll last. Not if I make me squeal like that again. Done that before, fella. Up into third with 3 laps left. Let's see how we get on. There are no guarantees in this game. I think my tyres are going to last. I know my fuel will last. Now, I've got a feeling first place has been held up by a back marker. So second and I are going to be quite eager to catch up to that little pack. Oh, jeez. Another back marker. This is going to do me very well. It's getting past these, held up. How can you not pass him? You're in a Silk Cut Jaguar. Come on now. Oh, you're getting a little... Oh, and I get a little bit wayward. He who cast the first stone, it would appear. Or who is without sin. Get you close, right? Jeez. The main thing is, people aren't catching up with me. Oh, that Audi's going to do me a solid by the looks of it. Hold him up a little bit longer. Thank you. Little bit dirty move there, I think. I think there was contact. Oh, jeez. No, try and get as far ahead as possible because I really don't have much tyres left. And I've got a half-second penalty. Bit tense this. Change my fuel mixture to quite lean. Now he's just behind me by the sound of it. I am very late into that. Looks like he's having just as bad a time as me. And I was really far out, so I did not touch him. Now, basically driving this like it's raining. That's my thinking. Brake very early, very gradually. None of this raggedy edge business. Now, once I clear these S's, I am going to be serving a penalty. But by the looks of it, I can easily afford that. My tyre is done though. I'm just really mess this car around. Which I'm sorry, it doesn't make for exciting video. Well, I've got a feeling whoever's behind me is going to catch up fairly sharpish. Yep. Possibly on fresh tyres. So it could get a little bit more interesting, you never know. Because quite frankly, right-hand turns are not my friend right now. So I'm going on the 150 marker. Yes, he's really gaining now. Okay, my left corners aren't too great now either. Was that my fault? What's that his? What do you guys think? I'm going his. No, he was probably just taking the move and I cut in front of him. I'm not gonna pass judgment. So, second place. Best of the night. Whew. So what did I do differently to have that bad tyres? Okay. Actually gonna end it here, I think. Because as far as I can tell, no one is watching, which is no problem. No. Absolutely fine with that. This whole stream is just me playing games and sharing what I'm doing. But for those that are watching, thank you very, very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And I will catch you on the next one. We should most likely be this a little bit later on. I'm just doing the food thing. So, as I say, I'll most likely be on. Quite possibly with Road Bully with a bit of Division 2. So we'll see how it goes. But this is me about to go. And remember, we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Alright, goodbye.